Hey guys, it's Crimson again. In my last video, I asked people to vote for the tutorial they wanted on my community tab, and SMP Thumbnails won, so today I'll show you how to make a thumbnail for your SMP video. Let's organize our thumbnail styles into 3 categories: basic, intermediate, and advanced. Let's start with basic. Go to photopea.com and start on a blank canvas. Make sure the resolution is at least 1280 by 720. Then paint bucket the background and make it black. After that, select the text tool and click on the canvas. And if you're looking for a good font, I have a file linked in the description that has subtitle fonts and thumbnail fonts. Once your text box is created, turn the text to white. You can type whatever text you want, but for this tutorial, I'm writing only one based on Mug'em thumbnails. Enlarge your text and change the paragraph formatting to center. Then drag your text to the right and make sure it's aligned with the center. After this, grab an item of your choice, enlarge it, and place it next to your text on the left side. The last step is to change 1 or your bottom text to red, and you're basically done with the level 1 thumbnail, or the Mug'em thumbnail. Now we can move on to intermediate. In this case, we'll be doing a thumbnail for someone that I know. Select your wand tool and select all of the color you want to remove. Then make the background a dark gray. Import an overlay, whether it's a sword, an axe, or a bow. For this, I'll be using a shield and a sword. Scale your overlays up if they aren't properly matching. After this, create another text box and make the text red or white. Make sure that the text is also a bold font. Scale your text up so that it's behind the player. This is the last most important step. Add a vignette on top of everything. If you have to, lower the opacity so that it blends well with the picture. But other than that, your intermediate thumbnail is finished. Now let's finish off our styles with advanced. What I have is a strength effect and a 3D render of my personal sword. I'm going to select the wand tool again and erase all of the blue in the background. So I'm left with just the sword and the strength effect. Fill your background with a dark gray or a color corresponding to the item. Later, I make the color of the sword the same as the background. Then add a bunch of PNGs of smoke around the screen. You want to make sure they're not too gray so you can add a color overlay later. I grabbed 4 different smoke PNGs for your border, but you can go with more or less. Then adjust it so that the item and effect are still visible. However, you still want some smoke on the screen. After making the first layer of smoke, I mask out the entire sword and add an outer glow to it. I give the glow color the color of the sword to make sure that it's elaborated as the main thing. If you choose not to do this step, then we're going to move over to the smoke. Right click on the smoke layer and click on blending options. Activate color overlay and change it to the color you want it. After this, duplicate your colored smoke layer and adjust it so it looks as though it's surrounding the object. When you're finally done surrounding the object, place all the smoke behind it and you'll have yourself an advanced thumbnail done. I'm Crimson and I'll see you in the next tutorial.